Similarly, if we have y is equal to cos 2 theta maybe, so get your answer for this and do step by step, because then you will understand, and only then you will be able to do it fast later on. Don't just directly write the result, actually derive the result. I'll derive it one more time for you. What we do is, we can easily find dy by d phi. If we take 2 theta as phi, then this is actually written just cos phi. And if we differentiate in terms of phi, then we know that differentiation of cos phi is minus sin phi. So differentiation of cos phi we can write simply as minus sin phi. Now, but phi is the variable introduced by us and we should get rid of it. So this is effectively dy by d 2 theta given as minus sin 2 theta. But we didn't want dy by d 2 theta, we wanted dy by d theta. Now dy by d theta we can easily get by multiplying this with d 2 theta upon d theta. This d 2 theta and d 2 theta will be cancelled out. So dy by d 2 theta we already have. What we want is dy by d theta. Dy by d 2 theta is minus sin 2 theta, and d2 theta by d theta is easy, like d2x, differentiation of d2x in terms of x. d2 theta differentiation of d2 theta is 2. So this is effectively minus 2 sin 2 theta. This is a procedure to do it, but this is not required. It's not required for you to do each and every step all the time. You can do it directly. And you don't have to show any step at all. You can directly write the result of differentiation of cos 2 theta is minus 2 times sin 2 theta. The way you do it is you differentiate cos 2 theta in terms of 2 theta. So differentiation of cos 2 theta is sin 2 theta, and then you multiply again the differentiation of 2 theta. So first you differentiate only cos part, considering it is to be as cos theta. So you don't worry about the argument of the cos, what is within the cos. Whatever the differentiation of cos is, simply write that. Differentiation of cos 2 theta is minus sin 2 theta. Differentiation of cos is minus sin. So just simply write minus sin 2 theta and then differentiate the argument. So you follow a chain. First you differentiate the function and then you go inside and differentiate the argument. Differentiation of argument, which is 2 theta, is 2. So you multiply both. This is called chain rule. Okay. So we will practice little more on this chain rule. For example, suppose we have y is equal to cos x cube and we have been asked find dy by dx. So dy by dx, let's apply chain rule. Now don't worry about the argument of the cos, simply differentiate cos. Differentiation of cos is minus sin and let the argument be as it is. First differentiate the function. We have differentiated the function, now let's differentiate the argument and multiply the both. The argument is x cube and differentiation of x cube is 3x square. So this is what the result is. 3 minus 3x square sin x cube. This is the differentiation. Just the chain rule. Okay? Okay. For example, y is given as e ki power x cube. Now again, if e ki power x cube is given, apply the chain rule. Just differentiate e ki power something without thinking what's there in the power of e. E ki power something, differentiation of e ki power x is e ki power x. So e ki power something, just write e ki power something and then multiply the result by the differentiation of that something. That something is x cube, differentiation of x cube is 3x square. So the result is 3x square into e to the power x cube. This is the differentiation. Just learn the differentiation. Suppose that we have suppose that we have what? Suppose we have cos of sin theta. Y is equal to cos of sin theta. This is the function. And the argument of cos is not theta, but the argument is sin theta. So how do we differentiate this? Differentiation would be easy considering chain rule. First differentiate the cos. Don't think what the argument is. So I'm writing it here. Dy by d theta. Differentiate cos, differentiate the function. Don't think about the argument. Differentiation of cos is minus sine. So it is minus sine and just keep the argument as it is. And next multiply it by the differentiation of argument. The differentiation of arguments, differentiation of sine theta is cos theta. Just multiply it by cos theta. That's it. That's how you do the differentiation. So it is minus cos theta into sine of sine theta. This will be the differentiation. Okay? Now we will solve a few problems, easy ones. Suppose y is equal to a sine omega t. Omega is just a constant, don't worry about that, and t is time. So y is displacement. This is the equation of displacement for a particle. Y is the displacement in y direction, a is a constant, omega is a constant, and t is the time. So they are asking what is the velocity of this particular particle as a function of time. That should be very easy. Velocity is displacement, the first differential of different displacement with respect to time. Velocity is ds by dt. Here s is y actually, dy by dt. This is what velocity is. You just got to differentiate this. The constant will remain constant out of differentiation. So we have to differentiate the function without thinking about the argument. Differentiation of sine is cos. So differentiation will be cos omega t. And then we have to multiply that by the differentiation of argument. Differentiation of omega t. Omega is a number like 2t, 3t. Differentiation of 2t is simply 2, 3t is simply 3. Differentiation of a constant times t will be differentiation of constant. So differentiation of omega t is simply omega. So the velocity is a omega cos omega t. Fine. Now if they ask for acceleration, you just have to differentiate it one more time. Acceleration is dv by dt. Now this is velocity. Acceleration will be equal to differentiation of this. Now again a and omega are constants. They have no rule in differentiation. Just keep them like as it is. Differentiation of cos is minus sine. Minus sine omega t, and again you have to do the differentiation of argument, which will be omega. So acceleration is minus a omega squared sine omega t, which you can write acceleration is minus a omega squared into a sine omega t was y. So you can actually write it very conveniently as minus omega square into 1. This is actually equation of SHM, which we will study later. But nevertheless, we did the differentiation and we can get this form. Okay, this is chain rule. This is differentiation. This much of differentiation you should know. It will be required at the latter course of physics. So if we know this much, we are really good, and you will have more practice in the exercise. So knowing this much is pretty good. Fine. So differentiation is over. I'm stopping here. Differentiation, I'm packing. So differentiation, you do more practice of it when you solve the second exercise on kinematics. Now I'm going to teach you something which is called integration.